Okay, so hi guys, it's Allison Marie, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new, and welcome to my updated G-Shade tutorial. Well, it's actually not G-Shade, it's a Reshade tutorial for 2026. Now, I want to apologize. I am still full of cold, but I have to record videos, so if I sound congested, it's because I am. But I made this preset because I wanted a specific preset to be used, and I made it very bright and whimsical and things like that. So that way it kind of fits the aesthetic of the pack. So yeah, and I also thought since I was doing that, I'm going to create a new tutorial for you guys. So let's go right on into it. So first things first, you're going to need, this is the link for my actual Reshade preset. This is the link to Reshade. Both of these will be in the description down below. So with Reshade, this is the website. I know it links like directly down to the bottom, but you'll press, it'll link you directly to this. You will press download. It'll link you down to here. Say the most recent release was on January 18th, 2026. So there's not any current, this is the most recent updated version of Reshade. So you're probably like, well, what do I click on? Click on this, download Reshade 6.7.1. And then it'll download that. Now, I already have it technically in my downloads. So, I'm going to delete the one we just downloaded. I'm going to use the Reshade setup that I have in here. So, then, you're probably like, how do I get presets? Well, my preset will be linked in the comments down below. So, if you want to use that, so what you're going to do is you're going to press the download button on the actual preset. Now, it will say that the preset has been blocked because it is unverified download. It is perfectly fine. It's just what it does with these Reshade presets. You just have to press download the unverified file, and that is it in terms of Chrome. So you close down Chrome, go into your file system, okay? And if you're working on one monitor like I am right now, I recommend splitting your screen like this, so that way you have the preset and Reshade setup right there. So before we get into this here, the Reshade setup itself, you're first going to need to know where your game is installed to. Now, your game is not going to be installed at the same place mine is, okay? Let me repeat that. Where my game is installed is not where your game is going to be installed. My game is installed on my YouTube drive because that is my M.2 Samsung SSD. It's a fast loading SSD, so that way it like helps with load time. Yours is obviously not going to always be in a folder like this. If you need to know where that is, you just go into here, Sims 4, and then you press open file location. That'll take you to this. And then if I just took me to my desktop shortcuts. Anyways, if that doesn't work, which mine didn't work for some reason, if you go onto the EA app, this can work on anything. I was gonna say this is only PC only, but Mac, well, it's not compatible on Mac. I wish there was a way to make it compatible on Mac. But if you go onto the EA app, and you need to know where your game is installed, so just go on there, press manage, view properties, and then it'll tell you where the game is installed. So it'll say Sims 4, and then you open that folder, and then it'll take you into the proper folder. So, and then you go into game, bin, and then Reshade is just installed in here. I have presets already in here. We'll get to that in a little bit. I wanted to discuss this at the very beginning, that how you can get these if you can't find the file system. So anyways, So, now that we have discussed how to get to your file systems, if you want to ever get to that, to actually install Reshade, what you're going to do is you're going to click on this. Now, this preset is already in my folder, but for simplicity's sake, I will put it in there. So basically, when you are adding your Reshade preset in there, you have to go into the same place that you were a second ago. So Electronic Arts, no. The Sims 4, Game, Bin, and then yours won't have all of these presets and things like that. Mine do because I have more than one preset. So what you're going to do is you are literally just going to drop that in there. Mine will say that, do I want to replace it? I don't. But it'll just automatically transfer it. And then it'll be fine. I'm not going to transfer it because it's already in there. So now that that is done, we don't need the file system anymore except to grab the downloads. So now, Reshade. Once you have downloaded Reshade, you double click on the Reshade setup, and then this will come up. And you're like, oh, where's this? So what you got to do is, I don't click on these because there was the DirectX 9 thing done. So I just go directly to where I know that my game is installed. You could technically click on that if you've never had the DirectX 9 version installed, but because there are multiple versions, I don't want to accidentally install it on the wrong one. So what you're going to do if you do it that way, you're going to go into the Sims 4 folder, press Game, Bin, and then you have these, okay? It's going to be the same thing. And we can actually even make sure the game version is correct. So that was created then. So that should be the correct game. So we are going to select that. And it will say, actually, is it this one? I think it's just the Sims 4 x64. So we're going to press that. And then you're going to press next. And then it uses DirectX 11, I think. So it'll automatically select DirectX 11. And then you can update Reshade only, update Reshade on effects, or uninstall it. We will, technically speaking, because I've already had it installed, this is what it's doing. We're going to update Reshade. So to get to all of these without having to individually go in and check these because it's annoying, what I always do is I uncheck all and then I check all, because that makes everything installed. There can be absolutely no questions involving anything. So everything is just automatically selected. Again, uncheck all, check all. Works like a lifesaver. Then you just press next, and then it'll do its thing. It'll compile all the shaders and effects on the preset, and then once that's done, it'll give you a pop-up that says successfully installed Reshade. Click the finish button to exit the setup. So what you do is you just literally press the finish, and now you have installed Reshade. Now you're probably like, okay, well, what now? I want to make sure it works. So you gotta launch The Sims 4. My game will take a while to load because, number one, it does take a while to load once you've just installed Reshade. The first couple of times it loads will take a little bit longer. I will fair warn you, doesn't matter what PC you're using, it will always take longer the first time you run Reshade. But once it loads, I will show you guys how I set up screenshots, screenshot paths, and things like that. Okay, so now we are in game. And you can see what this Reshade preset looks like in game. It's absolutely stunning. I absolutely love it. So, this is it automatically selected to the Reshade preset, which is what yours should do as well. Mine did it because I had this installed before. So, this is what the new world looks like. Also, I don't know why sometimes it takes off some of the MXAO. If you want to turn off the MXAO, you are more than welcome to. So it's the Immerse MXAO Marty's mods. So this is what it looks like without the MXAO. It is completely up to you if you want to turn it on or off. But the Reshade preset automatically has it on. So I wanted to like show you guys like that. If you don't like the way that it looks for whatever reason, you can just switch it off. But this is what the new world looks like at around 3 p.m. with the Reshade. It is absolutely stunning. I love this new world. Like, I was taking screenshots like crazy. I actually might turn it off for a second just so that way you guys can see like the full effect without the shadows. So this would be what the Reshade preset looks like without MXAO. I think it looks really, really pretty. I'm actually really proud of myself for making this. And it has like really good like lighting and things like that. I made it specifically so that way it would look really nice in photos and things like that. Also, if you want to know how I do like screenshot keys and things like that, you go into the home, you go into settings, and then this is the effect toggle key. So like what you want to use if you want to turn Reshade off. So this is what it looks like with Reshade off. This is what it looks like with it on. Huge difference. And then the overlay key, which is just basically what I press to bring the Reshade thing, this interface up. I just press the home key, and then just like that. And then screenshot key, I use S personally, and then I have those go to a separate folder. Those can go to any folder you want. I just have them go into my YouTube drive with my folders and things like that. So, another thing. Let's just say, for instance, I'm going to show you how to do this. So, I'm going to grab... Actually, since you were already outside and I don't know how to deal with it. So let's just say you want to take a photo of your sim. And you're like, oh, this is a really nice photo. I wish that I could blur the background. Well, what you can do is... There is depth of field. If you can't find them, let's just say you can't find them, so just search up DOF. You can use any of these. I normally use the ADOF, which is quint depth of field. And then just do this. And then it'll like move your camera around a little bit. But this is what it looks like. So that is what that looks like. And then you have also cinematic depth of field, which will move with your sim. So like if you want to turn that off, and then like you can grab it like this, it'll focus. So like wherever your mouse pointer is, it'll kind of do that. But I don't usually use that. There's also a magic depth of field. You can use like a whole bunch of them. But yes, that is what the Reshade preset looks like in game. I absolutely am in love with it. As I said, this is without the MXAO, but it comes with MXAO, so it's up to you whether you want to use the MXAO or not. Let me show it to you in like broad daylight. So let me load into another save real quick, and you guys can see that. So let me load into this one. Might have broad daylight. We'll see. I want to show you the new world of Ondarion with this. So let me just grab, where are they? Caps. I'm going to load into the Caps household. Oh, it's actually 5:40 p.m. Well, shit. And I don't have anything. I mean, honestly, this lighting is probably as close as what you're going to get to peak. I mean, it's 2:30 p.m. So it's not like peak noon. It is slightly less as bright as what it would be at noon. But, I mean, you can still see the full effect. Like, This is what Ondarion looks like. With the Reshade preset, I want to really show you guys at high noon, but I don't have UI cheats installed, so I can't mess with the fucking time. But this is what the caps... This is what the caps mansion... Okay, so I am back. I had a little bit of a few hiccups in the way, but I'm back. I also installed UI cheats. So that's what I'm back with. So this is what the Reshade preset looks like at 2 p.m. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like at like dusk. What would that be? 15, be 1800 hours, right? So around 6 p.m. So this is what it looks like around 6 p.m. Again, it is absolutely just stunning. I mean, this world itself is just beautiful, but like, this is what it looks like without Reshade. I mean, still absolutely beautiful world, but this is what it looks like with Reshade. I absolutely freaking love this. I just think that it's just so beautiful. Like, it's ridiculous. And then I'm gonna see it at 10 a.m. This is like 10 a.m. lighting. So this is like morning lighting. So yeah. And then we'll set it to, no, not the weather. 10 p.m. would be 2200 hours. And then this is what it looks like. Yeah, I know. And then this is... Let me help them. And then this is what the Reshade preset looks like at around 10 p.m. in Bella Corday. Honestly, it is absolutely stunning. It is one of my crowning moments. I love this Reshade. I mean, I am slightly biased as this is my own personal Reshade. But I really hope you guys like it as well. I made it specifically to look good in this world. Hence, you know, the name of Enchanted Elegance. So, I don't know why you're going to be doing that. You can become best friends with Genevieve. So, with all that being said, I'm actually going to end the video off here. I just had to finish recording, like, different lightings and things like that. So if you guys like today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and ding the little notification bell when you do subscribe, so that way you never miss a video from me. And yeah, with all that being said, I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.